Hello everyone and welcome to HvH Academy. This video will focus on HvH in platforms like Faceit, ESEA, Sportal and other services as well as HvH tournament platforms. First of all, HvH tournaments. These will be mentioned briefly as they're not the main focus of this video. Tournaments are usually hosted by resellers, but the platforms most known for tournaments are Unmatched and Sofa League, as they've sponsored YouTubers, stores, and tournaments with prizes up to several $100s. Anyway, let's get to the main point of the video, League HvH. So first of all, server-side anti-cheat. These can be bypassed by any cheat with smoothness and a legit aimbot. Typically these are found on every platform including matchmaking, but in different ways. Most platforms have their own server-side and Valve's anti-cheats enabled. If they don't have VAC and VACnet enabled, there are guaranteed to be legit cheaters on the platform. For all platforms there's also staff that is almost always active at most or all times and typically spectating matches and manually banning people not detected by the anti-cheats active. Second of all, client-side anti-cheats. I'll specifically talk about Faceit here because of the way cheats work on it specifically. Faceit's anti-cheat is kernel-based, meaning it can detect internal and external user mode and kernel cheats. These can be bypassed by dedicated BIOS cheats with specific drivers, but since they're on the same level as Faceit anti-cheat, they need active bypassing. These have almost entirely died out, mostly because they were just too hard to maintain. Another way to bypass it, the most commonly known DMA or direct memory access setup. These involve a secondary PC running the cheat that is connected via a DMA card to the main PC. The DMA card allows reading the RAM from the first PC on the second PC. A lot of setups also have an adapter from two screens into one to display the ESP on the main monitor. I'll let Tubbyware explain this one.
This is what a HDMI fuser is. What this is going to allow you to do is use your ESP from both inputs. That means a base layer, meaning your game, and a top layer, meaning your overlay of ESP, all into one, letting you essentially remove the alpha from HDMI, which normally is something you cannot do, and it will let you display in-game, both running at 1440, 120 Hz.
One extra kind of quirk I'd like to point out is that Faceit doesn't require the anti-cheat for the first few matches on some accounts, meaning anything can be used as VAC and VACnet are also not enabled, so there is no real anti-cheat to bypass. This is how a lot of fake cheats do marketing. Last of all, the actual gameplay. First of all, semirage. This can only happen for a few rounds until an admin checks on the game and manually bans the player, as the anti-cheat not being AI and VACnet being disabled means if someone managed to make a cheat that bypasses Faceit anti-cheat with rage features, it would be undetected full rage. Second of all, semi-blatant HvH. This refers to a weird form of legit HvH, similar to matchmaking but far weirder. It can bypass Faceit anti-cheat and it's blatant, but it's also legit enough where Noon would suspect it by just playing, but on a replay it looks both blatant and legit at the same time.